With all the international North versus South matches going on at the moment, it's only fair that the club teams get in on the action, and that's what we have in store today at Millennium Stadium. A clash of a couple of giants in their respective competitions, the Crusaders against Saracens. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2, where we have a cracking match in store at Millennium Stadium as part of our one-off what-if series, where you get to pick what you want to see out there on the field. And today we have a special request, as always, for Gunner Gaming, who wanted to see this one, and special little extra as well at Millennium Stadium, which we have in its full glory at nights. Millennium Stadium, beautiful place. Remember, you can put your request in as well. Leave it in the comments or on any other medias you like. It's all there on the channel homepage. Go check it out. But as for today, it is Saracens and the Crusaders set to clash, and it is Saracens, the home side for this one, who are having not the best of run of things so far in the series. They are in their 5th match today, so 4 results before this, with 2 wins, 1 loss, and of course that draw that they suffered in their last match. So they'll be hoping for a big result today, get themselves back in that winning streak, and they're really sitting in a bit of a limbo at the moment with their new squad coming in for the 2013-14 season, looking to see if they can pick things up. Also, a little side note, we have Wiles, the American fullback, coming in for today's match for Saracens as a request. Somebody wanted to see him in a fullback for Saracens. So there he is, the American, plying his trade here in club rugby overseas. Good to see. The Crusaders, on the other hand, playing in their away strip today, very much like their national team counterparts, the All Blacks. They have played 5 matches already in the series, and they have 4 wins and just that 1 loss. They are really ticking along very nicely, and out of all the club teams to have played a few matches in the series, they have to be right up there with one of the best. This is a very good side and has All Blacks aplenty, and it's going to be a massive challenge for Saracens if they're going to come away with that big W, and it's going to be a big job for them to stop the Crusaders as they look to go 4 on the trot and take their 5th win. Big match for these 2 teams. Let's get down to the kickoff. The players all ready to go, and this match is all set to get underway. The Crusaders in their away strip up against Saracens in their usual red and black home strip, as Carter will kick us off, and he goes deep off his left foot into the wind. It holds up nicely and comes down for Brown, and Saracens get the first use of the ball off the kickoff, and they look to spread it instantly out to Streetle. A good take down from Borthwick too, using his height in that tackle, but they've lost it though so early here. Saracens completely blown off the ball, and it's a great chance for the Crusaders to attack early. Big numbers out here to the left. It's Guildford on Ashton. Oh, Ashton makes a huge hit on Guildford. Oh, that's a good start for the Crusaders. Turnover ball, spreading it wide, and then the high tackle in desperation from Ashton. Had about 5 numbers against him. Had to do something, and you could probably say he's conceded the 3 instead of 5, possibly 7, but he's missed it. Carter's missed the kick, and Wigglesworth has it now. Streetle's coming away on the left side. He's done it a couple of times already, and now he kicks downfield. The Crusaders' defence is storming back, and it is Zach Guildford who will eventually wander back and pick it up for the Crusaders and giving it to Dag. The 2 combining way back from their Hawke's Bay days. A lot of playing time together, those 2. So Guildford and Dag, and he pumps it into touch, way up to halfway. And a topsy-turvy start to this match from both teams. A number of opportunities already wasted as Wigglesworth gets the ball down from the line out, gives it to Barrett. Tompkins running deep on the angle, gives it to Farrell, who's backing up and doubling around. Brits into the line, the big hooker, giving it to Barrett, and they're keeping it alive nicely here, Saracens. Oh, but stolen from Carter, and that's what the Crusaders can do to you almost instantly. Whitelock giving it off to Ellis, who's a very hard man to stop, as well as Kieran Reid. Well, we all know about him. He's gone into a maul. He's been held up by the Saracens defence, and now the Crusaders still with possession. McCaw, Romano looking out to the wide angles with Carter. Can't go through Streetle and Farrell.
Release.
And eventually gets taken down on the 10-metre line. Here's Ellis, just about intercepted there. The Crusaders still storming forward here. Saracens having no sight of the ball at all. Here's Flynn in the tackle, passing it outside. Nicely, Tom Taylor giving it to Ellis, and he goes wider still for Marshall. Marshall throws the dummy and will score the first try. Wiles had no idea. He was outdone by some clever movements from Marshall. And almost seemed as if it wasn't going to happen. The defence from Saracens was holding nicely, but we saw it, there was two waiting. Wiles' hand looked like number 8, Vunipula as well. Just held off too long, and then Marshall was gone. Ellis did a fantastic job through 2 tackles and still releasing the pass. And Tom Marshall, he is a classy finisher, a top shelf player, and showing his full wares there with that near individual brilliance to score that try. A regular player would have been shut down in that small space, but a brilliant piece of work. Carter has a second shot at goal, and this one's going to slide across the face as well. Yeah, well, world-class kicker like Daniel Carter sliding 2 kicks across the face of goal now. And the Crusaders have given up 5 points altogether, 2 missed kicks. And Saracens, well, they'll be happy not to be 10-0 down at the moment as Farrell's kicked us off. And it's come down for Streetel, who has been one of the better players in the Saracens red. Good break there from Farrell. He just about went through the hole. Now they're going short-side. It's Streetel again. Streetel on Dag. Bumps him off. Can't get through the cover defence coming across from Whitelock. The Crusaders might turn this one over. It's slow support coming from Saracens, and it is completely gone against them. And they're taking it out now. Big pass over the top. And it's come away for Crotty, who goes back infield for Carter. Goes through 2 tackles and puts the kick in. Wiles was coming up in defence. Streetel's come back to cover, and he's in a bit of a muddle here because he's got nowhere to go. His support's come back for him nicely now, and Ashton's breaking away. Good work from Saracens, especially Wiles. And they've messed that up, Saracens, again, and lost the ball to the first breakdown opportunity. So all that work, shutting that down, and now the Crusaders are going to bust away. Counter-attack, and into touch eventually. Tom Marshall trying to break away again from Streetel. Those two have been the best 2 players on the paddock for their respective teams. But the Crusaders are the ones who lead this one 5-0, as Wigglesworth comes off the top of the line-out take. Good ball, but Farrell is wrapped up. Read the play like a book in defence there, the Crusaders. Taylor and Crotty in midfield doing the job for the Crusaders in the white. Now here's Barrett. Barrett out on the right-hand side himself, all by himself. Pops it around for Ashton. Ashton running angles inside from Andy Ellis. He'll get away and he'll score for Saracens. That was a brilliant play from Barrett. Put that all down to Barrett's awareness and the pass. The inside line run from Ashton had the acceleration and pace to get away from Andy Ellis. Look at that, Guildford got the big fend, but that inside ball, the cut. Brilliant cut from Ashton, and straight to the sticks, covering defence, nowhere to be seen, but look at this play. The ball back inside, it was classy from Barrett, and Andy Ellis just didn't have the pace on him, the top end speed to catch Ashton. That is a good reply from Saracens. It was a long time coming. They've struggled to put phases together, but they clicked that time with Barrett out on the right hand side, where they've been most successful with team plays. As Farrell's kick right out in front is very good, and the lead is 7 points to 5. Saracens over the Canterbury Crusaders. First half, just 5 minutes to go. We've seen Streetel on the left for Saracens carve them up many a times, but he's been very alone on that side by himself. Saracens have been a lot better on the right, combining as a team as they come away with it now. Through Ashton. Ashton's broken away from the tackle. He's got through Marshall, or Guildford it is instead, and he is screaming away. Defence is nowhere to be seen, and tries off the kickoff. Just ticks another one up. Teams have been doing this very well lately. We've seen a number of tries. Chris Ashton has bagged a double, but a weak effort in defence from Zach Guilford. Not his strongest area, and he has just slid off a very slippery, very skillful and strong Chris Ashton. Oh, brilliant work. And then it was just Kieran Reid, but once Ashton got the gears up, he was gone. Reid had about 3-second window to make that tackle. He couldn't do it, and it was see you later. Saracens hit a double whammy inside a couple of minutes and have a big lead now as they'll head to the break. It didn't look like they were going to score at all, but poor defence on Ashton has resulted in a pair of tries for him. The half-time buzzer goes as Farrell's kick is nicely struck between the sticks. No worries for him. He's making Carter look like an amateur at the moment. 2 from 2, and we'll head to half-time. But what exactly happened there at the end of that half for the Crusaders? That was amazing. Chris Ashton carving them up. Zach Guilford not having a day to remember on that wing, marking up against Ashton. So we head to half-time, 14 points to 5. Saracens leading Crusaders, and at 35-minute mark, it was 5-0 to the Crusaders. Amazing turnaround in that last 5 minutes. We know how quickly things can change here. Possession, well, surprisingly somewhat heavily in favour to Saracens, 63%. Line break 6-3, that's fairly accurate. You have to say Streetel probably carved them up, half of those, and then Ashton put the finishing touches at the end of the half. No handling errors from the Crusaders, and just the paltry one from Saracens. A very good start to the match in this first half from Saracens. The Crusaders, though, will be wondering what's going on with Carter missing that penalty from the high tackle and also the conversion. Their big name players not ticking just yet, but it doesn't take very long for these guys. When they hit full gear, Saracens better be on the watch, because there will be trouble. They have a 14-5 lead right now, and they have 40 minutes left to hang on if they can in this one-off, what-if requested match here at Millennium Stadium. Bumper crowd for this one. We'll get back down for the second half coming right up. The Crusaders' record looking a bit in doubt here as they trail by, what is it now? Not quite 10 points, 9 points. It's kind of sad that I had to think about that one. As Farrell kicks us off again for the second half, he goes to that left side. No one claiming it for the Crusaders. It's close to the touchline, and it has bounced out. A very odd kickoff. Farrell is shaking his head. The Crusaders, well, it should be a line out. Crouch. And they're going for the scrum. Well, the ref has messed this up completely. This is a horrible call from the ref. You'd think someone who would know the rules of the game. He has awarded a scrum on halfway to the Crusaders. The kick bounced out, ref. It bounced out. That is a terrible call from the ref. Crusaders not complaining. Saracens being ignored. But it is Daniel Carter and Kieran Reid who take the hit up from the scrum. And they have the ball just over Saracens' side of halfway. And it's taken in from Romano, who tries to drive up through the middle. Whitelock. Big pass from Whitelock. Straight out to Guilford. And going nowhere, Guilford. Release. He is having a shocking match. He has been crunched by Ashton many times. As Sam Whitelock tries to hit it up short side. Guilford breaking away. Gets through one tackle of Ashton. A little bit of payback there from the left winger. Kieran Reid again giving it to Crockett. Room here. It's going to be Andy Ellis very close to the line but can't get through. Release. Saracens piling into the ruck. Can't get the ball away. Advantage coming to the Crusaders for offside as Whitelock goes into the short side looking to hit the ball up. Here's his brother looking to do the same. Romano charging inside just a couple of metres short. Still coming back for the Crusaders. Here's Andy Ellis, gets hammered. Release. Big hit on Andy Ellis. Saracens want this ball desperately. Corey Flynn now coming back to Carter. Oh, he's hit the pole. I don't know if that was a drop goal attempt or a little chip, but it actually went over the sticks, hit the pole. But we're coming back for the penalty, and Carter is going to line up his third attempt at goal now. Bit of a messy transition of play there from both teams. as Carter comes in for his third attempt, and this one looks good. Very good from Carter, adds a 3, and we just have a 6-point ball game on our hands now. And a change as well, substitute coming, Whitelock coming off for Todd. Well, that's interesting. Going for the big ruck attacking players here. Todd and McCaw on the field. And with just over half an hour to go, just over 20 minutes, sorry, to go, Saracens will kick things off. We have a 6-point game on our hands. It's Crockett trying to hit up, big pass out there to Carter eventually, who's got it. Wigglesworth gives a good chase. Thompson falls off a tackle, and fullback Wiles eventually comes to the party, comes to the rescue. Reed, there is no fullback in place for Saracens. Tompkins goes back to try and rectify the situation. Now Wiles is back in the play. Reed tries to go off the back of the ruck again himself. No way through there. Short passes to the forwards. Order of the day for the Crusaders. And looks like we have an injury for Luke Romano. Oh, that's a big blow for the Crusaders. Taking off one Whitelock, and now they have to make a change for the locks. It's Dominic Bird going to be coming on for Romano. A decent change for the Crusaders, so not much loss there at all.
Crouch.
Number 20 coming on. A couple of changes now for the Crusaders. Interesting to see how that will affect them for the rest of this match. They still are behind by 6 points, which they can win it with 1 try, as they have just 17 minutes remaining, and they are a long way from scoring a try at the moment. Thinks all possible to change as Ashton intercepts, brushes off Guildford, and goes just a few metres short. Saracen support slow in coming, but hits heavy and easily secures the ball. Barrett through a hole. Barrett will score. Surely, yes, he puts it down in the tackle with Taylor, and Barrett scores for Saracens. They defended stoutly for a very long time, and then 2 phases, bang, intercept from Ashton, getting away from Guildford once again, and then one pass play. Barrett puts on the gas, gets around the outside of Taylor, puts the big fend on Dag, and that was a beautiful play from Barrett to split Taylor and Crotty in half and go through there like a hot knife through butter. Look at that, no chance. Crotty went wide, Taylor stayed close to the ruck, and in the end the damage done. Saracens now have extended past that 6 points. The 7-pointer for the try will not win it for the Crusaders, but time's still on their side. Here's Farrell's kick. Easy one right in front. Oh, now he's nudged it wide. So high caliber of kickers here today, unable to display their usual wares. As we have a scoreline of 19 points to 8. 12 minutes to go. The Crusaders will be feeling the pinch now. Daniel Carter on halfway, goes short and close in for the kickoff. Barrett, the try scorer, involved instantly. Stevens, the big front rower, is out there. Here's Streetle, who's attacked and played very well all match, unrewarded. Launching away, chip and chase, unrewarded from again as the ball's turned over. Ellis, short pass for the substitute player. Who was that coming on? That was Matt Todd. Matt Todd in there for a bit of the action. Here's Barrett again. Barrett puts a foot down, goes wide looking for Ashton, who has to search for the ball. Farrell looking for a gap between McCaw and Bird.
Release.
Gets wrapped up from Richie McCaw and turned over as well. Oh, what a player. Richie McCaw, great ruck turnover on the half break from Farrell. And Israel Dag thumping the ball away from the clean out, getting the Crusaders out of a touch of trouble. But we still look at this clock and see that the Crusaders need to score twice to win this one. But it's the Saracens with the ball in hand, and Wigglesworth has just kicked it away. Interesting tactic, because the Crusaders can't win without the ball. McCaw, high tackle from Vunipola, and the ref will just give a penalty. Brutal tackle, as you would expect. Richie McCaw deserving all the attention he gets, and Carter taps and goes. Oh, interesting call here from the Crusaders. Going to run it out. Flynn, big front row partner Franks getting involved, hitting it up just outside his 22. Don't expect to see any kicks now from the Crusaders as Kieran Reid bumps 2 men off, 3 men off, and then another high tackle, full time as well. And it's going to be a yellow card. That is the 3rd high tackle from Saracens now. There'll be a man in the bin for the rest of the match, provided we don't go horribly over time. I think it was Barrett as well. We'll be seeing some time on the sidelines. Early shower as Carter taps and goes. The Crusaders effectively can't win as Todd goes through a big hole in midfield. Passes it off, to Guildford, who has been smashed yet again. Wigglesworth has it at the back, goes to Tompkins. Tompkins puts it on his boot, looking for touch, looking to finish the game, and he does exactly that. Saracens hang on. Big win. Big win for Saracens. The Crusaders just couldn't click in the second half. They had ample time of attack in the 22 of Saracens, but couldn't put it away. And Saracens' ability to finish tries, finish plays today, and really attack from mistakes from the Crusaders has, well, been the main talking point for their victory. You have to say that the big factor in that match was the matchup of Ashton on Guildford. Guildford was the worst we've ever seen from Guildford. He missed every tackle just about. He was poor on defence, and in attack he got smashed numerous times. I put that down. That was the winning of the game for Saracens right there. Guildford was shocking. He was absolutely horrible. The scorers for Saracens, they're 19 points, coming from 2 tries for Ashton, where he just obliterated Guildford. Let's be completely honest. Guildford fans or not out there, he was very poor today. Very poor. Also, Barrett got that final nail in the coffin with that beautiful try straight between the 2 opposition centres of Taylor and Crotty. Too easy, too much for the Crusaders in the end. Farrell got 2 from 3, an alright day at the office for him. As for the Crusaders, just 1 try for Marshall, the first score of the match, and Carter with 1 penalty goal. He also missed the 1 conversion and another penalty attempt as well, which could have made things a bit more interesting had he had his kicking boots on today. The final full-time stats, and Saracens did get the better of this match. There's no question about it, but I think the key thing again in this was handling errors. Crusaders made none, but they didn't have much of the ball. Saracens had 60%, but just made 3 errors, which is very, very low and very, very good. And just too much consistent penetration from Saracens. Clinical display, what else can you say? Not huge scoring, but 3 tries to 1 and an 11-point victory is a very good result for Saracens, who now have 3 wins to go off their 1 loss and 1 draw, whereas the Crusaders now have 2 losses to go off their 4 wins. So these are 2 very evenly matched teams, as it is at this stage. So that wraps us up for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the match. Remember, if you like the series, make sure you subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to catch all the other awesome series we have going at the moment with the Northern Hemisphere tours and, of course, the club domestic competitions, all sorts going on. Make sure you check it all out. And I will see you next time for more one-off what-if. Remember, you can leave your requests in the comments or any other medias you like, and I can play them out for you, just like this one. So until next time, wherever we may be, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care.